Yo, we are back again. Part 2. So, Mikaela, my next question for you is so I just looked into your eyes. I lost my train of thought.
Your name suits you very well.
Sorry.
You are such a Romeo. Like you can just stand on the balcony here and Romeo.
Okay, let me try and remember. So my next question for you is, I have a lot of people have this idea of exercise as if like you have to go there and like kill yourself and come out there like literally crawling out the gym, and that's really not the case.
No.
You know, what do you have to say to such people?
So I had that mentality when I first started training. And like that's actually why I don't think I ever did train. So let me backtrack a little with my journey. I used to date a bodybuilder before I got into the industry myself.
Okay.
And he always pressured me to go train with him, and he had this mentality of if you don't vomit then you haven't trained. You know, and I didn't want to do that. Like I had never stepped foot in, well, I mean I had been in a gym before, but it wasn't anything like that. And I didn't want to go into a gym and have this like intense like sweating and vomiting, and it didn't appeal to me. And then I started training with Monique, and it was so fun. Like I trained for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I think maybe like 3 or 4 times a week, and I loved it because it was just fun. It wasn't like this hectic lifting all the weights and throwing them down, you know, like the typical gym stereotype. It wasn't that at all. It was really just like enjoyable, fun, high intensity training. And obviously now I'm in a different, I've got different goals, I've got different, I'm on a different journey, but I still enjoy my training. Like I enjoy it for different reasons now, but I still enjoy that process. But to date, I have never ever trained so hard that I've vomited. I don't even really sweat in the gym. It's just, I suppose it's who I am as a person.
People vomit every week, but anyway.
See, I've never been like that because I don't want to feel like that.
Right.
I get nauseous and stuff every now and then, but I don't enjoy that feeling. So if I feel that I'm pushing my body to that point, I'll be like, okay, hang on, like take a walk around the gym quickly, cool down, and then come back and try again. Like it just needs to be enjoyable. Put on like your favorite music, really loud, and have fun. That's the main thing with gym for me.
I wanted to ask you, like, I don't know if this is the same with you. I think maybe it might be slightly different. But one thing that I found that makes it easy to be consistent is like managing your time and not spending like, you don't need to be in there for like 3 hours, you know? So for me, it's like 40 minutes, maybe an hour if I'm there for long. And that's what helps me be able to like be consistent, because I'm not investing so much time in the gym. So if anything ever happens in my life or whatever, I can still sacrifice like a little hour or so. So I don't know if it's different with you.
No, it's
because I swear I've seen it there for 5 hours.
No, sometimes it feels like I'm there for 5 hours.
I'm telling you, she's been there for 5 hours.
No, I train like, again, my goals and stuff are different. So I do train for a bit longer. My sessions are usually an hour and a half-ish. They do sometimes get to 2 hours, but it wasn't always like this. When I'm not prepping for a show, my training sessions are maybe like 45 minutes, an hour. And it's really like, that's time for me. That's my, like, I go to gym and it's my me time, it's my self-love, it's my self-care. And when you think of it in a way that gym is going to benefit you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever, it's not a job. It should never be a job. And it is not really a sacrifice. It's more a benefit than anything else. And I think like if we think of it in a more positive way, you'll be more inclined to go. When you have this like stereotype of it's going to be crappy, it's going to be long, I have to be there for so long, why would you want to put yourself through that? So like my thing is always to have a plan, know what you're going to do every day when you get to the gym, and go and do that. Like don't go there with no plan and then like, so what do I do now? Do I like go do cardio? Do I go lift a weight? Do I go do some jumping jacks? Like have a set plan in place, know what you're going to do, go to the gym, get it done and leave. That also minimizes your time in the gym because you don't have to think about what's coming next. You know what's coming next, you know what you're going to do. That helps me.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you know that's the same thing I tell a lot of people, like, you know, even like it's really just about being consistent. Like even if all you did was just jog or skip, you would see improvements as long as like you're consistent about it. But what would you say, because I have a few people that I train, I was telling them like there's not really such a thing as being an expert in training. And by expert I just mean I have a lot of people that I like, maybe new potential clients or whatever, they'll be like, no, I first need to get fit before I start training, or I don't want to join a particular group because they're so fit or whatnot. And I feel like you've been in that position where you viewed going to the gym or your bodybuilder boyfriend or whatever as, oh, I can't do that. And what a lot of people don't understand is like, when you're first starting out, you do everything according to your level. You know what I mean? It's not like on the first day we're gonna ask you to push out 100 push-ups or whatever. You just do what you can do. And and I feel like you've been in that position of, I think things have changed now. You're the one that we're coming to now for
not really
advice. But I feel like you've been on the opposite of, geez, I can't do that. I don't want to train because I don't want to look stupid.
100%.
What do you say to people like that? Because I feel like you've been in that position.
I have, you know, like when I first started training, I was so nervous to be around people that I actually used to train in the studio. So like I'd carry all my equipment to the studio and I'd train in there because I didn't want people looking at me funny. But it's sort of, as you get more experience and you learn, I promise you, this is one thing that someone once told me and it is so true. No one is looking at you in the gym.
No one cares about you.
They literally do not care. They are there for themselves. They're there to better themselves. And if somebody looks at you, it might be genuinely because you look good, firstly. They like your clothes. I look at people because I like their clothes. Or like, if you are doing something wrong, most gym people will come to you and say, can I help you with that? Like, we're not all rude people. We are helpful, and because we've all been there. You know, still today, like I started spinning. I started in the spinning classes that like a couple months ago. I was so scared to join.
Since when do you do cardio?
I've always done cardio. Yeah,
okay.
That's why
I swear I literally always hear with like 60 kg weights, one hand.
I wish, that would be so cool. Imagine, I'd be like curling my body weight.
That's all I ever see. But anyway.
No, I do cardio every day. And then closer to my shows, when you see me train twice a day, it's because my second session is cardio.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, I definitely do cardio. It's very good for your heart.
Right.
But yeah, for me, like, okay, so anyways, I started spinning and I was so scared to join the spinning class because I didn't want to look dumb. I don't know, like, I've never been on a spinning bike. I don't know how I was going to manage 45 minutes. And, you know, these people are crazy in spinning class. Like, they don't play games. And I was like, I can't do this. And I did it. I literally just went and I was like, let me just see. Let me just try. And that's the thing. Like, you just have to try. Try it once. And I fell in love with it. Now I spin every week. Like, it is just about putting yourself out there and trying. And that goes for everything in life, not just at the gym.
No, like, you know, it's so crazy. So many people say that. And it's like, no one cares about you in the gym.
They really don't.
No one cares. No one's even, unless you look really good. You know what I'm saying?
But even still,
just know if anyone's staring at you, you look really good.
Yeah,
but otherwise,
true.
no one really cares like that.
Yeah, or you have a dope outfit on.
Yeah.
Like legit, I will legit go to someone and be like, where did you get your outfit? Because I really like it. It's like, yeah, so people, and I was scared to train in the weight section because I thought to myself, like, the guys are going to look at me funny. The guys are going to think I'm doing this wrong. And even like the fit girls are going to think like, oh, look at this fat little girl coming here into the gym.
You know, while we're on the topic, just let the women out there know that the weight section is not for the men.
No.
It's not for the men.
It's not. And let me tell you something. Now that I'm training in the weight section, I promise you men are not as strong as they think they are. I lift heavier than most men. And then they start trying to train with their little egos. And then they hurt themselves. Girl, go there, train, do your thing. I promise you, they are not like, no one, people are inherently selfish. No one cares what you're doing. Like, they are really just there for themselves. And as a girl that's now that went from being the fat girl to the fit girl, I don't look at girls in the gym for their bodies. I look at girls in the gym, if you are starting in the gym, I'm hella proud of you. And it's not a thing of like, I'm going to look at you funny because of how you look. So I promise you, like, just go enjoy yourself, do your thing, and go into the weight section. Just do it. Like, it's really worth it. And yeah, so that's that.
You know, like, it's so funny that you mentioned that because I also have a lot of like couples that train. So normally it's like the wife that starts out training, and then maybe the husband will like decide.
It's
like,
ego.
Yeah, he decide to come and train. The ego is also, I'll tell a different story. But
Okay.
usually the wife starts training and she committed, she pushing, and then the husband's like, why is she so? Let me go see what all this is about. So he gets there with, you know, the mentality of like, oh, if she can push out 10 push-ups, I can probably, you know, like they overestimate themselves.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, almost every single time it always ends badly.
Yep.
Always.
Yep.
You know, maybe I'll ask them to do, I don't know, let's say a push-up or something, and then, you know, the wife will do what I asked her to do, and then the man will start to feel like, oh, this is easy, and then he starts to add his own spin to it, and then he hurts himself. God, I'm telling you, every single time he ends up hurting himself, and then I don't see him in the gym ever again.
I can tell you a funny story about this. It's hilarious. So I was training the one afternoon, and my back is incredibly strong. I don't know why, but it just is what it is. So I was doing like seated rows, so like, let's just pretend that this is the cable machine, and I was sitting on the floor here, and obviously like you pull the machine, like the cable towards you, right? And it was really, really heavy, like I maxed out the machine, okay? So this guy standing looking at the, like, he's looking at the, you know, the weights on this side. He's looking at it, he was like, okay. So he sat down at the cable next to me and he tried to do the same thing. He literally pulled once, and as he let go, it pushed him forward like this, and he smashed his head into the cable here. It was the best moment of my life. It was hilarious. Listen. I wish they'd gotten it on video, but like we were out of camera sight. It was so funny.
Listen, guys, stop trying to act tough.
Literally, just don't be that guy.
Stop trying to act tough in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Before these ladies embarrass you.
No, he embarrassed himself. Like, I didn't embarrass him.
Man, I'm telling you, that happens. I don't know what it is. Like, I just feel like the women underestimate themselves, and then the guys, they overestimate what they can do.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So it's about like trying to find that bring the guys down, you know, bring that ego down, and bring the woman's ego up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As a woman, like, just try it. Literally, that's all you have to do is just try. Show up. If you feel like today I want to do my personal best, pick up that weight or go for that long run or whatever you want to do. Just try it. If you fail, so be it, you'll try again next week. or the next day or whatever. Just try. Like, don't underestimate your abilities. Don't underestimate who you are as a person. Just try. That's how I've gotten to where I am. Because every day I go to the gym and I push for a new personal best. Sometimes it fails, but most of the time it pays off because I just try. So.
Okay, there's just last thing for the day. This has been bothering me the whole interview. I just want to see who has bigger guns.
Oh my word!
I just want to do like a quick little flex, and then we'll let the people decide.
No, we should do a tricep flex. I got big triceps.
Listen, you don't want to mess with my triceps, Mikaela.
Come, let me see your tricep first.
I'll bring the right arm.
Let me see first. Okay, maybe you got bigger triceps.
You see what I'm saying? This is not a competition, and then you guys will let me know who's got the.
Okay, maybe. Okay, do you want to do a bicep?
Let's go. I've been doing biceps,
Are you sure
okay.
you want to do a bicep? Are you sure?
No, let's go. I mean, it's still quite big, but let's.
Do you just want to do like a normal bicep?
Okay, let's bring our arms back down. That's that's enough. It was a great show. Mikaela, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Great. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.